Check it out. Yeah.
Okay. Difficult to count, but well over.
It's well over 600.
600.
Okay.
The most destructive and impactful hurricanes in the United States in the last 50 years, Hurricane Katrina,
Right.
Hurricane Harvey. So depending on which people,
right.
these people were concerned with what? Their generations.
Okay.
So for them,
Okay.
this is the second of that generation, and the people writing it, papyrus number one, they're saying second for us too. Why? Because we both are from the same land and it struck the same region.
Right. Okay.
You experienced it twice. Guess what?
We experienced it twice.
How could we experience it twice?
We had to,
if we're in the same region, that region goes through a cyclical.
Right.
So the cycle came back around.
Okay.
So you experienced it 2,250,000 years ago, and we've been good since.
Right.
And then I experienced it. And when I experienced it, I said, man, when did this happen before? I said, well, the last time it happened was 2,200,000. I said, well, let me go read what they did. Get out. Right? The person about to drive, get out. But what we're doing is we're looking at the ancients and going, get out.
Right.
I mean, when you say get out, what do you mean like get out? So what exactly is going to happen? When's this going to happen? How much time do we have? Right? This is what people say.
Yeah.
Like, look, we got to get out of here. It's going to get bad. Okay, so when you say get out of here, by says like,
get out.
4 or 5 years. And I go, 4 or 5 years. And people say, why? The family will go, why you say that? So they don't get in the way while we're running.
Right.
Okay, listen. If you know there's going to be a fire in this corner, 100%, in 10 minutes, do you yell fire or do you get to the front door?
Right. Then you yell fire.
And be like, hey, y'all, fire. Right? Because if you yell fire, what's going to happen?
You get stomped.
And I get through the door. Right. He going to get out. Right. She going to get out. He getting stepped on. Do y'all understand how it happens?
Yes.
So these people, these relatives, they were writing reality.
Right.
And they would, when did something this bad happen? To the people who lived 2,250,000 years ago, when was the worst for them? They said 14 million years ago. To the people that 14 million years before said 17 million. To the people that 17 million said 24 billion.
Yeah.
Why? Because that's when the planet got knocked off its axis. All of this that we're reading in Genesis is in the actual English Bible is a result of Earth getting knocked on a tilt. Earth used to be 90 degrees, running, which made the entire planet tropical or subtropical.
Right.
Right? There was no winter. I'm not saying this. Geologists say there was an ice age.
Yes.
Before that, they said it was a tropical planet.
Right.
If it was a tropical planet, then what type of people had to live on it? Tropical people.
Yep.
It's simple, very simple. But something happened that tilted the planet, which made certain portions get less sunlight, and now cold began to develop.
Right.
And in those regions, those beings who were there got less sunlight, which affected the brain, seasonal affective disorder,
yes,
and devolved through evolution and gave birth to who you're calling the European. I'm not saying this. The great Baba Shekinti Diop didn't just say it, but he went to Oxford and Cambridge and debated and proved that the second cradle civilization out of the north was a result of this. And that this happened 8,000 years ago.
Right.
And out of that comes your Cro-Magnon man, Neanderthal man, and Java man. And they walked around. No. The movie's called Quest for Fire, which Smithsonian Museum said is accurate about Europeans. And white people got mad, but the Smithsonian Museum said that movie was accurately depicting what happened in Europe.
Mm.
Meanwhile, Lucy,
Right.
3.4 million years ago,
Yeah. Mhm.
pots and pans and spoons and family.
Right. Yeah.
So somebody was highly advanced and somebody else was walking around,
Mhm. Mhm.
and then told you and me that that's a man's man,
Mm.
a brute.
Mm.
Because if you're a man, you got to have
Hair on your
hair
chest.
in your chest. I don't know. I'm serious. You might pluck one. I'm like, oh, damn.
Hair on your back.
Right? But they told us if we don't have hair on our chest, we're not men.
Mhm.
These people got hair on their back
Yeah.
and on the back of the knee.
Right.
That's a lot.
Mhm.
Instead of coats of skin, they got skin of coats.
Coats.
All right, go ahead.
That was it for me, Bosses. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right, Brother Akir, if you're there, go ahead, please.
Namaste, Basesh. There's a brother here. I'd like to ask a question.
You have an echo. Brother Akir, let him ask you the question and you can say it for me, please, because you have an echo. Your bandwidth is low. He's in Sierra Leone. Yeah, we're going back now. Brother Akir, if you can write the question and text it to us, then I can read it out loud.
Namaste, my brothers.
Okay.
My name is Pastor Joseph. I'm Sierra Leonean. First of all, I want to appreciate the brotherhood, and I really love to be. And I've learned so many things today. And some of my questions that I want to ask, just as you mentioned earlier on, the Ethiopian Bible has been from the 40th century. On that note, I want to know how long the blue letter Bible has been to existence for. That's the first question. Secondly, and who is the writer of the Bible? Thirdly, I really want to understand the words properly: Atum, Adum, and Adam. These are my questions.
Okay. When you asked Blue Letter Bible, Brother Akir, is he talking about the original books of the Bible or the Blue Letter Bible?
The blue letter Bible.
All right, Blue Letter Bible's been around since 1995. That's when they translated it. Before that, they had the Hebrew Strong's Concordance. That's what we used to use before internet, right? Some of y'all like, what? There was no internet? Yeah, right? We were using the concordance, but it's 1995, and I just went online, pulled it up, just so everyone can see it. Blue Letter Bible has been around since 1995 with its website going live in March of that year. Okay. Then the second question, anybody caught the second one? Who is the writer? Again, they didn't write the Blue Letter Bible. Blue Letter is them taking the Bible and looking at it from Hebrew and saying, these are the Hebrew words that were there. And based off of these words, this is what it could mean or should mean. And that allows us to translate. What was the third one? And he wanted to understand this phrase.
Adam.
Okay. In ancient Africa, as she's called, we had a principle called microcosm of the macrocosm. The Bible grabs it and says, thy kingdom come on as it is in heaven.
Yeah, you see.
Some called it as above, so below. Some called it yin. Some called it centripetal. And we can keep going. All of this was grouped under with Nazarites. Duality. Why am I saying that phrase, duality? Is it in the Bible? Called their name. Genesis chapter what?
5:2.
5:2.
Says what? Male and female created he them. So male and female, yin and yang, as above, so below, as within, so without, centripetal, centrifugal, to and fro, up and down, in and out, plus and minus, positive and negative. You can say it all these different ways. And blessed them and called their name
Adam.
Adam. So Adam is not a man. Adam is not a woman. Adam is a group of men and women when they come together. Male and female created he them and blessed them and called their name Adam. In the African theology, this Adam, male and female, who were told to be fruitful and
Multiply.
and the earth. No way possible you're going to take a man or woman, just one man or woman, and say, go replenish the earth.
It's impossible. Yeah.
That's a hard sell.
Teacher.
He said, I'll try it. But that's a hard sell. To have that many, what I mean by that is from Adam to Noah. By the time Noah comes around, there's a flood to wipe out the whole planet. How many generations from Adam to Noah? Huh? How many generations from Adam to Noah?
4.
10. In 10 generations, you replenish the whole planet from one man and one woman? Come on, man. Come on. So I got children. My children have children. That's my grandchildren. My grandchildren have children. That's my great-grandchildren. And then 6 generations from my great-grandchildren, there's enough people on the planet to destroy the whole planet? How? They're popping out babies daily. Oh, but wait, babies take 9 months. So how? Doesn't make sense. Had to, not just that they weren't the only people, but they were more than one man and one woman. An all-knowing God would know mathematically in 10 generations, you're not going to have enough people to wipe them out. So when we speak of Adam in Africa, we're talking about people who were called Adam, or the word earthling, those of the ground. That's it. That's all it is, earthling. And we call them generationally. We had many Adams. Each generation had an Adam. Who's the Adam of Ghana? Kwame Nkrumah. Because he was the first president. And the president and the president's wife are called the first family.
King's first family.
But were they really, really the first family ever in Ghana? Or were they the first family of a liberated political Ghana?
Political Ghana. Okay.
President Trump and First Lady Melania Trump are called the first family of the United States. Are they the first people in the United States? None of us are here?
No.
Y'all ain't here. Y'all really ain't here because they're the first family. You see? And if they're the first family and they got one child, is that their only begotten son? It is their only begotten son. But is that the only begotten? Nope, that's not a baby boy I see in her arm right there. No, he don't exist because they're not the first family. They're the first. You see how verbiage can mess it all up?
Yes.
So Adam and Eve, which the Bible doesn't use the term Adam and Eve. What does it use? Zakar and Nakab. Where does it say that? Verse 2. See, they put male and, but the word male, is it there? Let's look at what is the Hebrew word for male? They'll say zakar, which can be used for both humans and animals. Another common word for man is ish. However, let's look at the Bible. Zakar. What does it mean? They'll say male. But then it says properly remembered. So does it mean male? No. Don't give me a kind of, I want the proper. I'm not asking you, what do you think it should mean? I'm asking you, what does it mean? You knew it meant remembered, but you told me it means male. Why would you do that? It means remembered. From the Arabic word zakr. Zakr. To remember is dhikr. Y'all see it? And the male organ is called dhakr. The reproductive organ in the language. So that's why they equate it as male. But it means to call upon in worship, competent. And female, but the word female says naqaiba. And they said it means woman, but when I click it, it means appointed, designated. They'll say cursed, they put that, but that's number two too. But the original meaning, does it mean curse or does it mean scrutinize? Does it mean sagacity? Does it mean leader? Does it mean chief? Oh, so not to be scrutinized, but one who scrutinizes. Oh, that's where no, okay, let's play. Let's play. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. I'm just playing. But it means a tribal leader. So female wasn't cursed. She was tribal leader. But does that mean she was to lead? Does that mean to be domineering? Is that a European lead or lead with intellect? And by example. Oh. So this Adam, this Zakar, remember, and Nakeba, tribal leader. These was not individuals, but groups of males and females who came together.
Mm-hmm.
They're in Adam. Now, all of these we called Atum. And we said when Atum opened his eyes, we called him Atum Ray. For when a baby opens their eyes. Why was this important to us? Why is that important? Because when a baby opens their eyes for the first time, they have to now be able to perceive in light, artificial and natural.
Mm-hmm.
So we said Atum, and we also called it at times Tum. The Sumerians grabbed it and called it Teen. And sometimes called Ti Mu. Team or Timu. Now, if you look in scripture, they talk about blood. Timuna. Let's go to the Bible for the word likeness so you can see it. Let us make man in our image and after our likeness. Okay. Genesis 1:26. Yes?
Yes.
Likeness. Demut. Demut. Likeness. Fashion. Form. From them. Them. They pronounce it. Them. To resemble. Same word. And they tell you it comes from what? It's a loan word from meaning from the word dumya. Image. Effigy. Them. English takes it a step further when you call him Adam. But when you look up the word Adam, they say it means blood. The Hebrew word dam. The Hebrew word dam. Dam. That's the Hebrew word. They sometimes do it like this. D-A-M. And so the name Adam, they put the Adam, life. This is important because in Sumerian records, what happens in Sumerian records? And why is this important to us? Well, the Bible scholars will tell you that the Enuma Elish, the Atrahasis, influences Genesis 1 and 2. They use the word team, Tema. Let me put Mesopotamian. And they use this word, appears in, see, I put Sumerian, which is in Mesopotamia. They said, no, Tema appears in Mesopotamia, you got to know it, records primarily as a place named the Oasis of Tema in northwestern Arabia. its significant caravan center that was briefly controlled by the Neo-Babylonian king Nabonidus. So they have an understanding of this word, Adam. So we understood that every group of people had an Adam. Everybody in this room, you got a matriarch and a patriarch from which from which all of us, each of your family lines come. If your father is the one that has all the children, then that you come from a patriarchal line. If your mother is the one that everybody, then you come from a matriarchal line. Y'all understand?
Yes.
And so that became an Adam. Adam is not an individual. And there's been many Adams, because every time destruction hits the planet, the people who survive, they become the next Adam which means of their
Generation.
their people. The Chinese Adam ain't gonna be the same Adam for you. Wish it was though. Got that Chinese food.
That's right.
Yeah, Mushu. Y'all understand?
Yes.
All right. I pray
And
we're
for more
clear.
question, Pastor.
There's been many Adams. And we're concerned when we look at the Bible in understanding that the way the story has been rewritten, they don't want us to know that we had our own Adams. We had our own origin. We don't all have the same origin. We don't all have the same creator. What? Do we all have the same mama? Do we all have the same daddy? So why is it hard to accept that we don't all have the same creator?
So,
We don't all have the same mama and daddy, but we all come from the same creator. Then who did that creator make? Which one did that creator make first? All right, go ahead.
Yeah, few more question.
Now talk loud for me if you don't mind.
okay. I just want to ask again, between the three people that are mentioned, Adam, Noah, and Abraham, who created first?
Adam, Noah, and Abraham, who's created first?
Who is in the middle?
They'll say Adam, according to biblical writers today, they'll say Adam. From Adam comes Noah, and from Noah comes Abraham. That's what they'll say. But we have to then ask ourselves some questions. What's the first question? Noah comes out of a flood.
Yes.
Does Adam come out of a flood or out of the ground?
Out of the ground.
Out of the ground.
So, but the Bible begins with a flood. And the whole world was in the beginning was God created the heavens and the earth was void and darkness was upon the face of the tehom, of the waters. So I'm going to ask it again. Let's ask it again, because Europe is playing a trick on us, my brother. They say Adam is land. Adam is land. Noah is water. Bible begins
The water, yeah. The water.
in water, according to them. So how does it begin with water, which reads like the Noah story, but you're telling me that this Adam came first?
Okay.
I didn't say Adama, I said Adam, because if we say Adama, we're in Africa. But they told us their rendition of the story, man from land came before the man under the water. Though the Bible begins in water. The Bible didn't begin in land. It didn't say in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth was earth and solid, and they were planting cassavas and rice beans. And no, it was flood. So much flood that God's spirit moved upon the waters. God couldn't find a place to rest. According to, no. If God's moving on the face of the waters, doing what?
Right.
Looking for land.
Mm-hmm.
Why would God be? Sometimes I'm talking about their translation. Why would God be moving on water? Looking for somewhere to dock.
Mm-hmm.
And that God is Elohim. So there were beings that were saying, we got to find some land. Same thing Noah says. He says, who's out of rain, 40 days, 40 nights. Beautiful song. God told Noah, he told him to build, just to build and 40. Love the song, right? Right, great song. But now let's dissect the song. 40 days and 40 nights of rain. First thing Noah does says, we need to find land. What does he send out? No, a raven first. A crow, a raven. And it didn't come back. That's what it says.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, well, it must not have found land. That's messed up, right? Why, little birdie? If you come back, that means there's land. If you don't, well. Then it says, time went by. Now Noah went and took a dove, symbolism, and sends the dove out. And the dove came back with an olive leaf in its mouth. Ain't that a nice story?
Mm-hmm.
What's a dove? Pigeons eat olive leaves. You a pigeon. After all this rain, what would you be looking for? What kind of food?
Grains.
When it rains, what kind of food is provided to the birds?
Worms.
Worms.
Been a logical thing to come back with. Some worms. Wait, after 40, what vegetation grows to a full olive leaf, which means it's from an olive plant in 40 days? Do you know how long it takes an olive tree to grow? Not no 40 days? That's a special. It must be the same seed Jack had his beanstalk. Anyway, so this Adam, I'm not saying the original African story. I'm talking about the Bible.
Right.
They'll tell you, Europeans, that Adam was 6,000 years ago. But the Sumerian records say that Utnapishtim was 50,000 years ago. So my brother and my family members around the world, somebody is taking African, Sumerian, this should be an N, Sumerian, Hindu or Indian, Greek, Roman, English or Anglo-Saxon, and many others, taking all of these and mixing it and not telling us that these are different stories being forced into one space. Because if not, it would make sense. If it was one story, that would make sense. They can't agree on the timeline. Like the gentleman just asked, which one's in the middle? Then Abraham, he crosses the great flood. They make that mistake. They say our forefathers came from the other side of the flood. Did y'all know that? Joshua 24, verse 2. Joshua chapter 24, verse 2 and verse 15. Joshua 24, verse 2 and verse 15. Tell me when y'all got it. And Joshua said unto all the people,
That's strange.
thus saith the Lord God of your fathers.
Up on the other side of the flood.
Wait. What do they mean dwelt on the other side of the flood? On the other side, Eber, the word Hebrew. before them of the Nahar. So flood is the word Nahar. Abraham's grandfather, his name means flood. And Nahar comes from Ur of Chaldees. Where's the story of Nephishtim from? Ur of Chaldees, Mesopotamia. So the moment you said Nahar, what records did you just grab? Mesopotamian, Sumerian, Babylonian, and you shoved it in there under the name Nahar. Now, Nahar couldn't have been his name because who would name their baby River? What are we going to call the baby? River? Stream? No. These were people who were concerned with the flooding of these rivers around which they lived. It couldn't be the land of Canaan because Canaan has famine because
yes.
it's
Famine.
desert.
Desert, arid.
You see the game?
Oh.
Nahar. And they tell you it means stream, including sea. Expectation.
The Nile and Euphrates.
The Nile and Euphrates River. What's today's class?
White Nile.
White Nile, Blue Nile, Tigris, Euphrates. So
Yes.
they're saying that the flood, the original flood, are these two civilizations, the Nile River Valley and the
Euphrates.
Are y'all reading it? Are y'all seeing it? Am I making
Yes,
this
sir.
up? See it. Now, either this is just a coincidence, or I work for Blue Letter Bible on the low, right? And they just not cutting me my check on a regular basis, right? Expectation, the Nile and Euphrates. Africa's theology, Sumerian realities, merged and hidden right in front of us, but then rebranded. Y'all understand the game?
Yes, sir.
I pray we're clear. Add the original African Adam, we're not getting into that yet. I'm talking about the Bible, 6,000 years ago Adam. He comes after their Noah. In our records, we called it original creation, secondary creation, tertiary creation. There are three different stages of creation. Today, they'll call it evolution. While they were evolving, it caused you and me to devolve. We're devolving because Black folks are now doing stuff we never used to do.
That's right.
We're acting ways we never used to act.
That's right.
We're eating things we never used to eat. And speaking things we never used to speak and behaving in ways that we never used to behave. You go back 50 years ago and compare it to today, it's like, whoa. 50 years ago, we used to say Europe, that's white boys, you know how white people be acting.
Yes.
Now, we're doing it. All right, go ahead.
One last question, message. Yeah.
The last one, I want to know the Yoruba explanation part of Christian. If yes, how does it affiliate with it?
You said atheist?
I'm coming again. The Yoruba explanation, is it part of Christianity?
Yoruba.
If yes,
I got that
the
part.
Yoruba.
Okay.
If yes, how does it affiliate with it?
When you say the Yoruba, don't make it a monolith. Are there variations of Yoruba doctrine? Yes.
Yes.
Huh? Are there variations of Yoruba doctrine?
Yes.
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 Are there aspects of Yoruba doctrine that are found in the Bible? Okay.
Okay.
There are Yoruba who sacrifice a goat And all that means, because West Africa, right? I'm born in Liberia. When someone dies, our tradition, listen to the term, but listen to how it's interpreted. We sacrifice, we have what's called a sacrifice. A sacrifice means we kill a goat or a cow, and we have a big feast. That's it. We call that a sacrifice. But if you hear that here, you think, oh, goat blood, killed all the goats, we're going to eat, goat's going to die. No, we call it, but it's called a sacrifice. But we know what we mean. We don't mean we are killing the devil, and but it's called that's what we call it. Understand? But somebody comes along, they're over there sacrificing. Ooh, that's the voodoo. No, it's a sacrifice. What do you call it? No, what do you call it? That's true. When somebody dies and you make a bunch of food to feed all the family. Repast. Oh, repast. And where'd you get that term? Somebody gave it to you. But before you had that term repast, guess what you called it? A sacrifice. Why did you call it a sacrifice? No, because that person that you're celebrating lived their life for you. You don't give a sacrifice to some regular person who ain't never done nothing for you. We're all gonna go spend money and buy a $5,000 cow to feed everybody, but this guy who never cared about nobody, he ain't getting a sacrifice.
Right.
He's just getting a buy. So we called it a sacrifice to remember this person. And we would do that when they first die. And then 70 days later, we'd have a feast. This to this day. 70 days after, we have what's called a feast. What do you call it? You don't have that ritual anymore. That's my point. You don't call it. So someone removed you from your culture and then villainized your culture, but then told you to go to a tomb and put some flowers down.
Mm-hmm.
I said, Mama, there's one boy, little Petey here, he wants to come talk to you. And you're talking to dirt. Mama, I miss you. Just or you see your boys, yo, man, letting you know we still on the block. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down for you. You know what I'm saying? We know we're going to see. No. And that's normal. Or if you're on the corner, you open your little 40 and just pour a little for the fellas who ain't here. And you believe the concrete is going to send it to the fellas who are. That's okay. But everything you did. So not just Yoruba, indigenous native practices around the world were in tune with the Old Testament. Because did Abraham crack a bottle? Did he twist the cap? Yes, he did. It's called libation. He said, and Abraham had a great, and he sacrificed. He saw 3 angels approaching. Where y'all going? We're on our way to Sodom. Well, come in here and talk with me that we may receive blessing. Well, look, man, we're going down here to destroy Sodom. Well, Sarah, hurry. They're going to go kill up Sodom. And what she do? She slaughtered a heifer, a cow.
Mm-hmm.
How'd she do that? Cut its neck. She didn't go over and say, Mr. Cow, God bless you. Listen, we just need you to lay down here real quick. No, nothing's wrong. Just lay down for a little bit. We're going to rub you. No, she killed this cow. And then it says the Lord smelled the sweet savor. That's a big nose. He had to be black. Woo, they're making my favorite. And came down. What's up, Abraham? What you doing? Moses did the same thing. Africa's indigenous system aligns with the Old Testament. Mm-hmm. Our problem is the Greeks and the Romans gave us their New Testament, and it villainizes everything black that you were doing. Everything you were doing as indigenous people. We don't worship the cow or the goat. But if you're hungry enough, you do. Man, I'm starving. I'll eat anything.
Mm-hmm.
See? So much so that Esau, they say, sold his birthright for a bowl of red lentil soup. There had to be some good lentil soup. I've had lentil soup I ain't never had. But you understand my point? It's the way the story is written. Original Yoruba doctrine, Maasai doctrine, Iwe doctrine. It was in tune with nature. Don't let them define what people mean.
Mm-hmm.
Why do we always let them tell us? But meanwhile, the
Yes, sir.
Catholic Church says, come, eat. This is my body. That's cannibalism. I'm not eating that. Come eat. This is my body. Yuck. Drink. This is my blood. Vampire. As a
Mhm.
sign of the, and we celebrate that. Drinking blood and eating flesh. Jesus. What kind of religion is this? That says the wine is the blood. Why can't the wine just be wine? Why does it have to be associated with blood? What are you putting in the minds of people?
Oh gosh.
What?
Right, and the people who eat medium rare and rare foods, they're okay with that. I don't know too many Nubians that like rare meat.
No.
I know they got them. I said, I don't know too many people I'm around, y'all's folk. I pray we're clear. All right.
The pastor answered something, Pastor. Yeah.
Elder Owen?
Yes, sir. Namaste.
Okay.
I'm a pastor. I'm a pastor in End Time Evangelistic Christian Center. But today, I'm very much pleased and very much appreciable with the Holy Cryptic Church, which I'm very, very much yearning to belong and I'm be part of this holy church. And I'm asking you, and I'm pleading and I'm asking if you will be able to having a special class for us that are here, that are interested, and that are yearning to belong. I'm pleading and I'm asking you diligently to give us the chance and give us the opportunity to be part of this great privilege. Once more, I want to say thank you, and I want to say I'm very much appreciate, and I'm very, very much happy and delighted to be part. Thank you very much.
Thank you. What we'll do, the brother who's there with you, Akir, he spoke to me about it. And I said, we'll arrange something. So we'll get with him and see. And we'll make sure that there's teachers available. If not myself, we'll have others that are available. We have other priests and priestesses and student teachers, and we'll have different people at different times to make sure that the questions are being answered. Fair enough?
Hey, no problem. Very, very more understandable. Hey, I'm not alone because there are other brothers that are here that want to be part again. So if we have the opportunities and privilege, we'll be very, very much. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I'm not sure, Rael, if you were before Elder Owen or Elder Owen was before you. So
I will reserve my questions for next time, given the late hour, Pastor.
okay.
Namaste.
Namaste. Yep, and we'll all reserve our questions for next time because it is 7 o'clock. We haven't eaten. Hallelujah, praise the glory. We got to be stepping out of here. We're gonna go find something to eat. All right, okay. So we'll pick up on Wednesday. Fair enough. We'll start off with some questions and
Fair enough.
All right, you've been listening to the Holy Church of the Black Messiah, the Journey Home Group International. We are a teaching church. As always, if you want to donate any free will offering, you can go to Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, or Stripe. You can text 646-479-9465 and just text the word free will offering, and we can send you a link if you tell us what the amount is, or you can go to any, I think, social media, put it up on the screen. I'm Rev. Dr. A.J. Varma is always walk in the light of the sun, as if you see all, for surely all see you. The Most High Heavenly One, and Ray, is the forgiver and forgives you and I for all of the things we did in our ignorance. Now that we know better, let's do better. By the will of the Most High, we'll see you all again on Wednesday. Till then, be safe, because the devil is a he, a she, a they, and a them, and they're walking around this planet trying to corrupt us, but we can overcome them by rejecting their ways. Namaste, everybody.
Namaste.
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 Namaste. Thank you, Pastor. No master family.
Master family.
Great lecture.
Master says. The master.
Ayé mi bọ́lá fún ọ Jésù, ẹ̀mí mi ń fògo fún ọ Jésù. Ayé mi bọ́lá fún ọ Jésù, ẹ̀mí mi ó fògo fún ọ Jésù. Ayé mi bọ́lá fún ọ Jésù.
Pick them on now.
Ẹ̀mí mi fògo fún ọ Jésù. Alanana kalama lebelo zuvele kamana yeno. Oh, oh. Ayé mi bọ́lá fún ọ Jésù, ẹ̀mí mi fògo fún ọ Jésù. Ana kamile kana sabayelo baya kamile kumayelo. Ọlọ́run ẹ̀mí o. Ayé mi bọ́lá fún ọ Jésù. Àṣàbàbà de Boswada, ẹ̀mí mi fògo fún ọ Jésù. Ọba tó ní mi tó dá mi tó mọ̀ mí o. Ọba tó ní mi tó dá mi tó mọ̀ mí o. Ọba tó ní mi tó dá